The architectural grid has been expanded with several new features. From now on, the command can also be launched from the Ribbon Menu Structure tab. In the Properties, you can set the display mode and location of the end segments, as well as specify which number or letter the vertical and horizontal grid lines should display. The grid can be clearly positioned in your project, so you can even take the exact geolocation into account during the design process. If the grid settings are not suitable, you can modify the settings and place a new grid in your project. We can also create a custom grid, so we can always use a grid that exactly meets our needs during the design process, from the concept to the finished building. When placing multiple grids, the program automatically continues to mark the vertical and horizontal grid lines. If we want the markings to be made according to the default settings, we can use the Reset Numbering command. In this case, we can place the grid corresponding to the set values on the floor plan. Architectural and structural elements can be placed directly on the grid connections, which are always positioned at the predefined reference point. By default, the placed elements are connected to the grid, so that the connected elements follow the movement of the grid lines. The connection can be manually switched on and off, giving the designer complete freedom to choose which elements are affected by the architectural grid. If you want to place the given elements on a specific segment of the grid, you can select a specific area. In this case, the program will also place the elements on the nodes within the selected area according to their reference points. When placing beams, it is also possible to select the nodes to be connected. There are several methods for moving grid lines. We can use the Offset command, which only moves the given grid, or we can select the grid and modify the distance between a given value. In this case, depending on the command, the position of all lines following the grid line are also automatically modified, so that the distance already set are retained. With a single click, we can graphically check the elements connected to the architectural grid. The program indicates the connected elements in green.